podcast is part of the Sports Social Podcast Network.
Bradford, it's Beagrey. He's got to make this count. It's Beagrey. It's 1-1. You'll see a somersault now. You'll get a double.
Right, wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and welcome to Chickens on the Loose podcast. And we are live on all social sites, so get your score predictions in and also questions for the panel. And in today's podcast, we are talking about the post-match Bromley game, the Salford game, the weather forecast for the Salford game, latest Bradford City news. If you want to chat about, vent about anything, and also what's on your plate. And also joined by Harley today, who's a Carlisle fan, and he'll be telling us about his buzzing result from last night. But before we all get to that, let's get this show on the road, shall we? So today I shall be joined by Lee and Harley.
Hello. Hello.
Alex. So we'll get to you in a bit, Harley.
I'm very happy, Lee.
Yeah. So Lee, what was your thoughts on the Bromley game? And I'm hoping other people will join. Before Lee gets chatting, come and join us on Twitter. We are live. Just search Chickens on the Loose podcast and you'll find us. Come and have a join. Come and have a natter. Come and have a chat about your club. So I want to get more fans in about the podcast. So if you want to join, send a request and I will accept you and you can come and have a chit chat about your team. So Lee, what was your thoughts on the Bromley game, mate?
It was as tough as I thought it were going to be. I knew it wasn't going to be easy. And had that goal of Sasovic's stood, I would have been bang on with 2-0. But 1-0 I said I'd accept. We got 1-0 and what a finish from Mr. Poynton. One of our own. It wasn't a perfect performance from Bradford by any means. But Mr. Super Save Sam Walker just kept it, we were that good, weren't we? We were away, it were hostile. We scored the goal, we get the 3 points, and that's the important thing. That is what we need from now on. Fight, attack. There's no, what have we got now left? 12 games? Salford next?
Including Salford.
Yeah. So, tomorrow, another 3 points. Please serve them up for us, because that's what we need more than anything. We're second, we're 2 points above Doncaster, we're on the same games now. We just need to keep racking them points up. Like I said, we've got that massive target on our backs now, and people are going to want to shoot us down. Let's not crack.
Well, with that game later, really nervous. Won at 80 minutes. I was there watching it live. Didn't get home until 5 o'clock Wednesday morning, but who loves away days there? 1-0, absolutely shattered getting back.
It's going to be that, though, from now till end of season, isn't it? Every away game we play is going to be that tough. We're there to be shot at.
Yeah, it's going to be...
And I think we've got the right team to see it through.
There's like 12 finals in Italy.
Yeah. I've got a feeling in my water. Could be our year.
So, just to go back, Lee, for you. So, a couple of stats from the game. Obviously, Boy Poynton got the winner in the 82nd minute, with his left foot, regular play. Ball possession, Bromley had 37%, Bradford had 63. People who expect goals and like XG and all that lot, I still don't have a clue what this is. Bromley were 0.87. We were 1.118. They had 5 shots. We had 15. They had 2 shots on target. We had 3. Big chances. They had 3. We had 3. Big chances missed 3-3. Accurate passing. There's 192 passes there, 63%, with 358 from Bradford, 74%. Fouls committed was 9-8. Bromley 1 corner, it was 5. And then the shots, total shots 5 for them, 15 for us. Shots off target, 3 for them, 5 for us. Shots on target, 2-3. Block shot, 0-7. Woodwork hit, 0-0 on that. Shots inside the box, 4-12 for Bradford. So 1 and 3 shots there. Passes altogether, 305 for them, 519 for us. 0 offsides for them, 3 for us. And then 2 yellow cards for us, 3 yellow cards for them. So looking at them stats there, Lee, it looked like we actually dominated play.
I thought we did. I mean, I'll be honest, I watched it on TV. For a change, it didn't mess up. I just think, do you know the biggest talking point for me would be Sarsevic's goal? End of. For me, watching it on TV and watching it back, he was a mile onside. There were no suggestion of him being offside at all. That flag went off before, I think, almost before the ball came through to him.
Yeah.
It were onside. You were there, Johnny. What were your view of it?
Because we were behind the goal, so obviously Bradford were like facing upwards, so we couldn't really see what happened with that. But according to Twitter, like the lines came across, the like VAR special edition came across on Twitter where it showed it from a different angle and it showed him onside. So I don't know if the linesman just made a boo-boo, but
I think he did.
Yeah. And
that were a goal. That should have been 1-0 at that point. And I think if it had been 1-0 at that point, some of those 15 shots might have found the way into back at net as well, because I think we just dominated the game. That's what I watched. Anybody want to disagree? I think we dominated that game, and the officials weren't. They were the usual run-of-the-mill second division garbage that we've seen all season.
So we've had a new person creeping, Lee. So it's not a new person, should we say? A familiar face has returned. So Stan, what was your thoughts on the Bromley game?
Good evening, everybody. Yeah, I mean, it was a good performance, wasn't it? I think you were going through the stats, and I think sometimes the stats can belie what a game looks like, but I don't think that did. I think we were dominant. It wasn't a great game, but we definitely deserved it, and for me, it looked onside. That was my initial reaction. Yeah, and just like reiterating what Lee said, really. It's basically, you'd rather have the points on the board, let people shoot at you, because obviously if you got games in hand, you got to win them. So, bird in a hand and all that sort of stuff. So, very good performance, and the quality of rotation that we've got. But I think, saying that, I think in the second half, and this isn't a negative, but this is like, I thought it was kind of, the game was getting bogged down, but when he made those 3 subs, I think that changed a lot as well. I thought Michael Mellon had a good game, but just bringing Walker on, and I think crucially bringing Pato on. I was thinking midfield looked all right, we dominated, but Pato just gives us that sort of, and Jamie Walker give us that drive going forward, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
I agree with you there, bud.
Mellon needs a goal. That's all that kid needs, and I think he'll bang a few away after that. He just needs one goal, just that one break. That's what he needs.
Stan or Lee, have you got anything else you want to talk about the Bromley game before we move on?
Not really. Just again, it's like we're top of the form table, and the trick is now is being consistent and keeping up that form for, like, say, the last 12 or so games. And it's momentum, I mean, after last Saturday's match, whenever it was, when Alexander said, about them training, like, obviously, the recovery, said these guys are animals, aren't they? They're just so up for it at the moment. I think it's there for us to, potentially win it, but Autos, I think, is well within his grasp.
Okay, so, yeah, I agree with you there, Stan, everything you just said. Also, it looks like there's a really good team mentality altogether. So then moving on now to what everyone's here for, the Salford vs Bradford preview. So the game kicks off at 12 o'clock tomorrow, and it is live on Sky Sports Plus, and it is from the, I haven't pronounced that word, the Peninsul Stadium. I'm pronouncing that correctly. The referee is Martin Coy, and he's had 8 appearances in League 1, 24 yellow cards, no second yellows, no reds, no penalties. In League 2, he's had 7 appearances, 23 yellow cards, no second yellows, no reds, no penalties. In the FA Cup, he's had 3 appearances, 9 yellow cards, no second yellows, no reds, 3 penalties. In the Championship, he's had 1 appearance, 7 yellow cards, no second yellows, no reds, no penalties. In the National League, he's had 1 appearance, 5 yellow cards, no second yellows, no reds, no penalties. Altogether, he's dished out he's had 20 appearances, 68 yellow cards, 1 second yellow, 1 red, and 3 penalties. And then going to a little bit of an insight for you. The top goal scorer is Andy Cook. On 12, he's had 22 matches, but he's out currently with an ACL. We've got Stockton, who's had 9 goals, 2 assists, and he's played 28 matches. Previous games, Bradford have won beaten Akin Stanley, drawn against Newport, lost against Burnham in the Mickey Mouse Trophy, beaten MK Dons, and beaten Bromley 1-0. With Salford, they've 2-2 against Walsall, 3-3 against Bromley, beaten Tranmere, lost against AFC Wimbledon, 1-0, and lost against Port Vale. A bit more insight. Salford have scored 8 goals in their last 5 matches. Hackby, Adelkun has the most shots on target per match at Salford with 1.4. Oh God, they try to trip me up today, aren't they? Kelly and May has created the most big chances at Salford City, 4. Bradford have scored 5 goals in their last 5 matches. Andy Cook has the most shots off target per match for Bradford, 1.4. And Bobby Poynton has created the most chances with 8. Now then going over to the Simon Parker article over on the TNA. And this is where I butcher some names, so I do apologise. So we've got Salford, possible lineup, Jones, I'm just going to call him Neg. Got Tail, Gabra, Mugno, Taylor, Lund, Forehorn, Hack, that guy, oh my God, this is shocking today. Adele Kun, Stockton, and Kazi, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Oh God, I do apologise. Got Wright, Longley, Nichols, Edwards, Malcolm, Barco, and Young. Carl Stockton 11, League Division 9th. Bradford, possible lineup, Walker, Baldwin, Huntington, Shepherd, Halliday, Smallwood, Patterson, Adamola, Sav, Poynton, and Cav, with Walker, Mellon, Critchlow, Kay, Lee, Johnson, Hilton on the bench. Team news, Carl Kavanagh could be back in the mix after missing the last 4 games. And Tayo Hardman is set to start at left wing back. That's with Richardson going off injured again. Back to the referee, Martin Coy from Sunderland was in the middle for City's defeat at Harrogate early this season. And for people who bet, the match odds are Salford 19-10, City 64, and the draw 21-10. Last time these sides met, City were denied a goal from Andy Cook that clearly crossed the line in the goalless home opener against Salford in August. So, Stan the man. Thoughts on the Salford game?
Sorry guys, just come back to us in 5 minutes. I'm just filling out a form online.
Lee?
Yeah, no, it is. Do you know something that's interesting? We've got Salford on tomorrow away. There's been no preview interview with Mr. Alexander yet again. What is going on?
I think it's just come out, Lee. I don't know if it's uploaded to like
I've not seen one today at all. I haven't seen it on BBC website anywhere. Searched high and low, found it nowhere. Is this the one there now?
I'm not sure, Lee. I've just been reading about it on Twitter earlier about having Jamie Rayner having a chit chat about it. earlier and said it was going to be out on the Bantam's TV play or whatever it's called later on today.
Okay, well, it hasn't appeared yet, because I look at both. Well, it hasn't when I looked. It might have now, but, yeah. Again, same, innit? Same as I've been spouting. Get behind the lads. They need you now more than they've ever needed you this season, and they've needed you all season. Get behind them. Target on the back. We want 3 points. We need you that go to sing your heart out for them. It's going to be tough. It's not going to be easy. There's no easy games from here on in. It is an absolute slog to the end of the season in May. Get behind them. And I think we'll be all right. I can't see this team not having just what they need to get us through. I can't see this team cracking now. That togetherness, that spirit is shared by all the fans. Let's just keep it going, eh?
Yeah, so what's your score prediction, Lee, for the tomorrow's game?
I will stick with me 2-0 because I just think, and Kavanagh this time is said, do you know he were there at Bromley?
Yeah.
You know, and there's people saying, oh, he's had a fallout. Where do these conspiracy theories come from? Mars. He's been there at every game. He hasn't gone off with a hoof or out like that. He was smiling and chatting with kids. I watched it myself. You know, he's just... I don't know where they get it from sometimes. Maybe they come from Bellend Road or somewhere like that. Who knows?
So before we go to Stan, we've had Big Al on TikTok who thinks it's going to be 4-0 City. We've had Harvey on
hope you're right, mate.
It's going to be 2-1 Bradford. I think it's going to be... I'm going to go 2-0 Bradford, I think, on that. So see what happens there. Stan, have you finished your form out yet?
Nearly. I think it's going to be 1-0 to us.
Okay. So, yeah, I hope he sticks with the same team, because the players who played other day worked their little socks off, and they did play well. Obviously, Richards is out injured, possibly again now waiting for another scan. I think he came back too soon.
Do we know what happened there? Because he went down, it just seemed a little bit innocuous. I'm a bit concerned.
I think his arm again.
Shoulder again?
Shoulder again, I think.
Wow. But on that, Adramola was good. I like Adramola. Plenty of pace. Not right sure about his arms, because I think they had a call for a penalty. Maybe. Glad it wasn't given. Another referee that were crap for both sides. Thankfully, on that occasion.
Stanley still filling form out, or do you want me to come back to you in a bit?
Come back to us in a minute, sorry.
Alright. Right, let's go to Harley. So Harley, we'll get your part over and done with. So obviously you're a Carlisle fan, and Harley's our Carlisle correspondent. So Harley, what was your thoughts on your game yesterday?
Carlisle United, it was Barrow versus Carlisle United. Carlisle United won 1-0. Matthew Dennis scored his first goal for Carlisle United. Well played. I reckon we had a good performance because in the last two games it was 0-0, and last night we won 1-0, and absolutely I'm buzzing. The atmosphere was crazy. It was Mark Hughes' first Carlisle United win, and it was on a Cumbrian derby. You can't beat it. So I'm going to go with the team stats now. We had Barrow had 19 shots, and Carlisle United had 8 shots. Shots on target, Barrow had 5, and Carlisle United had 2. Possession was Barrow 53 and 47 for Carlisle. 320 for passes for Barrow, 300 for Carlisle United. Pass accuracy was Barrow 62, Carlisle United 65. Fouls were, for Barrow was 18 fouls and Carlisle United 11. Yellow cards was 2 yellow cards for Barrow, 2 yellow cards for Carlisle United, 0 red cards for both sides. Offsides were 3 for Barrow and 2 for Carlisle. Corners, 4 corners for Barrow and 1 for Carlisle United. So, Carlisle United won 1-0. It was my first Carlisle United, it was my first Cumbrian derby at Barrow. I was really happy about that. And I'm just really happy. Well, this Tuesday night we've got Walsall. Walsall are first in the table. They on 67 points at the moment. Carlisle United are 24th at the bottom, and we on 26 points, and the same as Morecambe. We need Morecambe to get beat tomorrow. So, yeah.
So before we move over to the couple of games tomorrow, I'll just get the weather forecast sponsored by Stan, and if Stan can say his line for the first time this year, it'd be lovely.
Yes, it is sponsored by Stan Jammer Photography, where capturing your image is my focus.
It's nice hearing that, Stan. I've not heard that in a while. I can never remember it. So the sun rises tomorrow at 6:57 and it will set at 5:47 tomorrow. The highest temperature you'll get is going to be about 9 degrees, but it will start off 2 degrees and work its way up to 4, 5, 7, 9, and then slowly going back down to 7 degrees. It's going to be sunny with a bit of cloud, so I would recommend taking your big coats with you. And that's your weather forecast tomorrow. So, just to fill a little bit of time, new feature, what I've decided to add. Obviously, it's FA Cup tomorrow and loads of games, League 2 games. So, just to remind you of all of the league table, basically, I'll go 1 to 10. The number 1 is Walsall, 67 points, Bradford City, 60, Doncaster, 58, AFC Wimbledon, 57, Notts County, 57, Port Vale, 55, Port Vale, 52, Crewe Alexander, 52, Grimsby, 51, Salford on 48, and Bromley, 45. And tomorrow, the games are following. So Salford, Bradford, early kickoff, Tranmere, Port Vale, Wimbledon, Bromley, Cheltenham, Grimsby, Chesterfield, Crewe, Donny, Newport, Fleetwood, Notts County, Gillingham, Morecambe, Harrogate, Accrington Stanley, MK Dons, Colchester, and Walsall, Swindon. So, let's start at the top. So, from Harley, what is your score prediction for Tranmere Port Vale tomorrow?
My score prediction, I probably want Port Vale to win, but I reckon it's going to be a 2-2 draw.
Are you still filling your form out, Stan, or do you want me to go back to Lee?
Go to Lee, sorry.
Lee?
I knew that was coming.
I'm waiting for it.
We need Carlisle to do us a favour and take some points off of Walsall. But for the game as advertised, I'm saying Portville 2-0. I can see that being the score there. Tranmere couldn't hit a barn door at the moment, could they?
Yeah, I think it's going to be... I'm going to go 1-0 Tranmere on that. Wimbledon, Bromley. Harley, what's your score predictions on that, mate? Harley?
I think AFC Wimbledon are going to win 1-0.
Lee?
I'd echo that 1-0 all over it on it, I think, that game.
I believe in miracles, so I hope Bromley win that 1-0. Cheltenham, Grimsby, Harley. Cheltenham, Grimsby, what's your score prediction, bud?
Cheltenham and Grimsby. I'm going to go Cheltenham 1-0.
Lee? Are you there, Lee?
No, you can't. Hello, yes, I'm here.
So, Cheltenham, Grimsby, what do you think your score's going to be?
I'm thinking that could easily be a draw, but I'm thinking Grimsby 1-0.
Yeah, I think the same on that.
Yeah.
So Harley, Chesterfield, Crew.
Field Crew. Oof. I'm going to say Chesterfield. I'm going to say them 1-0.
Yeah. Lee?
I'm going to say Crew 2-0 on that one.
I think that's going to be... I'm going to go 1-1 on that. Right. Doncaster, Newport. I think it's going to be 1-0 Newport, hopefully, touch wood. Harley, Doncaster, Newport, score prediction.
Newport... I'm going to say 2-1 to Newport County.
Lee?
An all-action game at Newport, and I'm going for 2-0 to Newport.
Fleetwood, Notts County. I hope Fleetwood win that 1-0. Harley?
I reckon Fleetwood will win 2-0.
Lee?
I'm going for a 1-1 draw, because that's what I want it to be. we need Notts to lose points as well, so just gives us a bit. I hope that gives us a bit of breathing space.
And I think Harley have a close eye on this game. Gillingham, Morecambe, I think it's going to be... I'm going to go 2-0 Gillingham, I'm going to go for on that. Harley?
Well, Gillingham versus Morecambe. Really, I want Morecambe to win because I'm a Carlisle United fan and Morecambe are 23rd and they're on 26 points. Because I'm going to say Gillingham 1-0 to Gillingham.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to go the Adams factor and say 1-0 Morecambe.
Yep. I think 1-0 Gillingham as well. Harrogate, Accrington, Stanley. I think I'm going to go Accrington Stanley to win that 1-0. Harley?
Accrington Stanley. I know Harrogate Town are 21st, but I'm going to go... It's a really tight match, actually, for that. I'm going to go a 1-1 draw.
Okay. Lee?
I'm going for the day's first 0-0 draw. I can't, that is going to be tough for both sides. And not really out to fight for, have they, really?
And last but not least, we've got two games. So we've got MK Dons, Colchester. I hope Colchester win that 2-0. Harley, Colchester, MK Dons, score prediction?
I think MK Dons, because they've been doing some, had some few good games at the moment, MK Dons. They're back up and running. So I'm going to go a 2-0 to MK Dons.
Lee?
Got to say, 2-1 Colchester. Tough side.
And last but not least, Walsall, Swindon. My opinion, I think Walsall are going to bottle the league. So I'm going to go 2-0 Swindon on this. Harley?
I reckon, Walsall, haven't been, they are top of the table at the moment, but they have been losing a few games. We've got Walsall, on the Tuesday night for Carlisle United. But I reckon Walsall I think it's going to be a draw. A 1-1 draw.
Lee,
Nah, I've got 2-0 Walsall.
are you back, Stan? Have you finished your form out yet?
I am. I've finished. I've just registered for Total Warrior.
Good lad.
Yes, I think it'll be a comfortable win for Walsall. I do agree they'll probably end up bottling the league, but I think this one will probably win.
And now, live from somewhere in Manchester.
If his microphone's working for once.
Can you hear me, guys?
Yep, you're coming loud and clear, mate.
Yeah.
Yes, Steve, come on.
So, Haru, let's go back to the beginning. What were your thoughts on the Bromley game?
Bromley away, amazing win, scored by Bobby Poynton, making it 1-0 win. The lads, obviously, in my personal opinion, they did look like in the first half they were a little bit tired. I don't know, but like a little bit sleepy. But in the second half, they woke up and they did absolutely amazing in the second half. And Poynton managed to smash it back into the net, 1-0 win to the City. And obviously, Sarsevic's goal that was disallowed or offside. To me, I don't really know what to say, because I think it was offside in my head. It was offside, because bearing in mind, Bromley are promoted from National League side. Their pitch will be smaller, obviously, and they will have, and their outside the box and all that stuff, disallows and all. They will be slightly different because it is a smaller pitch. But all over, I can't say anything bad about the game. Amazing 1-0 win. And we've got 3 points on the board, which has taken us to second place in the league, which I am very happy about.
And last but not least, your thoughts on the Salford game?
My thoughts on Salford game is going to be a tough game. It will be a tough game because Salford are a good side. Currently 9th in the league whilst we are second. I'm really hoping that we can smash in some goals in tomorrow's fixture. And my prediction is going to be a 3-1 win to the Bantams. Hopefully.
Right. And the next... so before we move on to, if you want to chat about Venton things, I'll give you guys to think about that. There's a little bit of news broke 1 hour ago, and this were updates on the arrest after chanting at the Bradford City games. So, Harley, this involves your club. 4 men from Cumbria arrested in reports of alleged tragic chanting during the Bradford City away match at Carlisle last month have been told by police there's no criminal action will be taken against them. I'm not going to bother reading it all out. They were due to all were bailed pending further inquiries, and they are due to answer their bail early this week. But Cumbria spokesperson confirmed on Thursday morning 4 people arrested have been released with no further action. So Harley, at that game, obviously where we were, I couldn't really hear anything about chanting. I don't know did you hear anything from like where you were stood or standing? Not stood or sat, shall we say, at the Carlisle game when you played Bradford?
I can't remember some of the chants we were just singing, but I didn't even think they would do that, because we were only chanting and that. I don't know what they were chanting about, but it was just like normal singing chants, like Carlisle United going up and all that kind of stuff. No, like every club that do that.
Yeah. Dan, you got your hand up, mate?
Yeah, I'm just surprised, really, in the sense that there's potential, like, placing criminal charges. I mean, in terms of, a club can basically ban them if they want, but I disagree that there should be, and obviously there isn't any kind of legal ramifications in the sense of like any arrests or criminal convictions, because I'm a big unless you're inciting violence, free speech absolutely. If you're for free speech, it's for free speech that you dislike. So as cretinous and as twatty that they are, I don't feel like there should be any kind of criminal proceedings. But if the club want to ban them, then that's fine by me, because that's a private entity. So that's all I wanted to say on that.
So remember, TikTok, get your score predictions in. Also a question for a panel.
Here, Stan. I'm with you on that. Right? It's just, they seem to be jumping on things now that's misheard or whatever, or someone said this, said that, and they have to investigate it. I get that, but sometimes, just leave it alone.
So
unless it's obvious, just leave it alone.
So we're going to be here for the next 10 minutes or so. Get your questions in for Haru, Harley, Stan or Lee. Also get your score predictions in. We've had, I cannot pronounce your name, bud, but I do apologise if I say it wrong. So I got Wop or Terra, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. He's big up on the chickens, on the Up the Chickens Facebook page. He's always on there. So he thinks it's going to be 2-1 Bradford. Right, Haru, nice to see you've joined us. So, have you got anything you want to chat about, vent about anything?
I don't think I have, to be honest. All I can say is, come on, City, let's get these 3 points. Let's beat Salford tomorrow, and then roll on Cheltenham at home. Let's go, City, come on!
Before we got Harley, we've had Logan who thinks it's going to be 3-1. Is that 3-1 Bradford or 3-1 Salford? Please let me know. Harley, do you want to chat about, vent about anything?
Yeah, I want to talk about Barrow versus Carlisle United, the Cumbrian derby. I was there yesterday. It was a good game, but I'm a YouTuber. I do Carlisle United vlogs, CUFC 50. When I was watching the game, right, it's very hard to see in the away game and the Barrow away game. This CUTV podcast thing, they would video me for some reason, I don't know, because they just look like a video, and after me and my mates, we moved seats, and after that, she moved the phone and she moved it towards me, right, and after that I was not doing nothing and that, because I was just videoing myself, because they've told me that I'm not allowed to video the game, especially when it's on Sky Sports Live and that, and the main Sky Sports and that. And it's the podcast where I do that, get that for EFL. So yeah, and they were just videoing me, and the police were, looks like they was taking a picture of me, or something like me. And that's, so yeah, I don't know what's going to happen in the future. I don't know if they're going to say anything about me. I don't know. Don't know what's happening behind the scenes. But at half time for Carlisle United, like it's a Cumbrian derby and that, there was something happened. There was police sirens and that at the back of the stadium. I spoke to a steward, saying what's happening, because everyone was running out the stadium at half time. Something happened and that, and the police were running and that, and they asked the steward, and the steward said there was people fighting. It's probably no need to fight at a Barrow game, because I know it's all about fun and that. Just sing and chant and that, and enjoy the game and that. So yeah, I was really happy for a 1-0 win as well. Have you got any questions?
I've just had a friend message me and he's trying to distract me. Hey Jimmy, I know you watch on TikTok. Just try to distract me. It always works. So Stan, have you got anything you want to chat about, vent about anything?
Yeah, the only thing I've got to say is that, like, hopefully, it's easier said than done, but what we have to do is just keep winning, and then the next week it will be, then there's 11 games, and then the following be 10 games, and before you know it, hopefully we're putting pressure on the rest of the teams around us, in terms of, like, they'll be running out of games. There'll be ups and downs, but, I think we should keep the faith. I think, as big a critic as I've been of Alexander, I think he's turned it round. I think he's changed his philosophy. And, at the end of the day, I've always wanted him to succeed, because that means Bradford City succeed. So I wish him all the best. And, so it's just go to Salford tomorrow. I'm going to Salford tomorrow. Just, get behind the lads, and just every single game, just get behind the lads and kind of really go for it.
Are you standing up tomorrow, Stan?
I am, yes.
I'll see you tomorrow at the game.
Yeah, I'm
Lee,
hoping to, yeah.
do you want to chat about, vent about anything?
No, just the usual then. It's just all of you that are travelling to the Peninsula Stadium, Salford. Hope you enjoy an absolutely brilliant game of football, and we come home safe and sound with 3 points in the pocket. Come on, City!
And Logan, I can see your TikToks there. So he's going to think 3-1 Bradford, and he's also thought this was a Bradford podcast. This is a Bradford podcast, mate, but I'm trying to get more fans to join. So if any other fans do want to come and have a join, come and join us over on Chickens on the Loose podcast on X. Come and have a chat. Chat about, vent about anything. I just want
to point something else out there, Johnny. If we do win tomorrow if we do get the 3 points tomorrow and Walsall do lose, we will be 4 points off in first place. So if that does happen, we will be 4 points off first place. So hopefully that can happen tomorrow.
Oh, Jimmy. You're breaking me, Jimmy. You're breaking me, lad. So, chat about, vent about anything. I really can't think of anything at the top of my head at the minute, but I'm hoping Bradford do win tomorrow. Echoing what Lee says, hope everybody gets there safely, comes back safely and everything like that. Yeah, actually, I've got a little bit of an event. Obviously, if people know me, you know I like my food. I was starving on Tuesday. I could eat a horse or a cow or a pig or a chicken or whatever. But I went down, I think about 10 minutes after kick-off, and there were no food available whatsoever. And I was a bit disappointed. That's it, really. Right, Haru, what's on your plate, lad? What are you having for your tea at your 8-star hotel you're staying in Manchester?
Yeah, I'm in the Campanile in Manchester, Salford area. To be honest, I've just had a KFC. Nothing fancy, just had a KFC for tonight. And I'm all ready for tomorrow.
Stan?
I've just had 5 million sausages, continuing my carnivore journey. So, basically sausages tonight.
What do you drink with them, Stan?
It depends how strict you want to be. I mean, effectively, if you want to go really proper strict, just water. But make sure you get electrolytes. So basically, have like salt. Salt is obviously good. Salt. If I do burgers, I just put a lot of salt.
So beef drink, something like that, maybe.
Oh, do you know what, Lee? Sorry to hijack this, guys, but put some braising steak in a slow cooker, however long. And just
my
put some
favourite
salt
meal,
on.
mate, already way ahead of you.
Oh, and the stock that comes out.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
It's amazing. No water, just the stock, and it's just amazing. But yeah.
Again, apologies, guys.
Oh no, to tell you, have you made a start then on it, Lee?
Yeah. Having beef burgers.
Fantastic. How are you feeling? Too early, is it?
Too early, yeah, I guess. It's too early.
It'll kick in. You'll do all right on it.
Yeah. So before we change into standard cooking session here, what's on your plate, Lee?
I just said beef burgers.
Beef burgers. Do you have any dry Lee, any sauce, something like that?
No sauces and stuff. Too much sugar. I just some nice onions and some nice beef burgers. Yum yum in my tum.
I've had Chinese, I've had a bit of chicken curry, beef and mushroom, curry, pork curry, bit of noodles and chicken balls, really, just shared it with the family. Harley, what's on your plate, lad?
On my plate is, I just had very early tea this morning, so I had fish and chips. Can't beat a chippy Friday.
Right. I'm going to say thank you for Haru, Harley, Lee and Stan for all coming today. Hope you've enjoyed listening. If you like what you're listening to, come and join the podcast here every match day, 6 o'clock before the game. So if the game is a Tuesday, we do it a Monday at 6, and if it's a Saturday, we do it Friday at 6. Also, if you like what you're hearing, Chickens on the Loose podcast and all podcast services, from Apple Music to Spotify to Nation Radio, also on Football Fan app. Get your sends over there. We've also got a small Facebook page, Chickens on the Loose, and Up the Chickens also on Facebook, where we do Golden Goal every match day and Super 6 every year. Thank you for everybody who's come along today. Wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Up the chicken. Good night.
Bradford, it's Beagrey. He's got to make this count. It's Beagrey. It's 1-1. You'll see a somersault now. You'll get a double.
City till I die. City till I die. I know I am. I'm sure I'm Bradford. City till I die. Oh, Bradford City till I die. Bradford's made our day, and hey, it's gonna stay. The boys have brought us glory days. So let's all rally round and really make a sound that echoes across the valley from our city's football ground.
Bradford are in the Premier League. Bradford are in the Premier League.
City till I die. City till I die. I know I am. I'm sure I'm Bradford. City till I die. City till I die. City till I die. I know I am. I'm sure I'm Bradford. City till I die. Oh, Bradford City till I die. We're with you all the way, forever and a day. We've made it to the Premier League. We've finally made the grade. Through all the games we played, we'll raise a cup, have good luck down at Valley Parade.
The corner missed out in 88. I feel for the box to say
City till I die. City till I die. I know I am. I'm sure I'm Bradford. City till I die. City till I die. City till I die. I know I am. I'm sure I'm Bradford. City till I die. Oh, Bradford City till I die.
We're moving to the Wolves half. Where is Blake? Now he can move forward. Wally's got ahead of him. Mills is across the angle. It's Lee Mills. It's 2-1 Bradford City.
After this, go this.
This podcast is part of the Sports Social Podcast Network.